Money matters, so when you're buying a car, it's important to know how to get the most bang for your buck. One thing many people have questions about is financing. Certified Financial Planner Bert joining us with tips to tackle buying a new car. Joe, good to see you. Good morning.
Good to be here.
So let's start with this. What's better, long-term or short-term loans?
Well, you have to remember, if you're going to get a long-term loan, as maybe 6 years as opposed to 4, and people do that because the payment is less. You're in the long run, you're going to pay more because sometimes the interest rate is higher. So you have to do the calculations, and if you could do the shorter term loan, you're usually better off. You know, the interesting thing about buying cars, if you look at over your lifetime, the number of cars that you buy, in some cases, you're going to spend more on cars than you're going to do on your home.
Really?
Yeah, so people really, don't take this buying and financing casually. You really need to study it. That's why we're here.
That puts it in great perspective, that's for sure. Shopping around for financing, what sort of advice do you have?
Well, you want to look at what the dealer is offering, and if you have good credit, what you want to do is talk to your bank or your credit union. Some people are afraid, you go shop around, they're going to hit your credit score. It's really not going to impact your credit score too bad. So the best thing to do is to shop around with your credit union, your bank, and see what the dealer is offering.
Should you already come with the financing? Does that help you make a better deal?
It doesn't hurt because you know what your best deal is out there, and then you can see what the dealer is offering you.
Okay, what about if you've got bad credit? How should you approach it?
If you have bad credit, oftentimes a good place to start is a credit union. Sometimes they're a little bit more flexible than the dealer might be or your traditional bank. So go to a credit union, that might help you out.
Okay, and what about if you've got good credit?
If you have good credit, then you're in the driver's seat. You have good credit, you can really demand and ask for better interest rates, and that's what you want to do. Good credit is a wonderful thing. Not only when you're buying a car, when you're getting a mortgage on your home, it affects sometimes getting a job because today employers are looking at your credit score.
Yeah, 0 to 1%, that is always very attractive.
Not a bad deal.
Not a bad deal.
Right.
Okay, what about when it comes to leasing a car?
Well, leasing a car can be expensive. Some people like to have a new car on a regular basis, and you never own the car because you are leasing it. What you may want to look at is what's called certified pre-owned, or now CPO, certified pre-owned. Right.
Okay.
This is the cars that have come off of lease and maybe are 2 or 3 years old, and the dealer will certify it as a new car. So you're going to get that new car warranty.
Really?
Yeah, and today it's not a bad deal. And so you make the payments and you ultimately end up owning the car.
What about buying an older car? I know that there are loans for those.
Yes, yeah, buying an old car is not bad, but what you want to do is once again look at the certified pre-owned, because if you buy it sometimes on some of these shady lots, you never know the quality of the car.
Or the history.
You want to do Carfax on it, of course, but you want to look at using the certified pre-owned because the dealer is standing behind it, and it's like buying a new car that's a few years old. Instead of leasing it, you make the payments, then you end up owning the car.
Is a lease better for a tax write-off?
No, generally not unless you're using it in business, and that's a whole other area. And today you really have to justify and document that it is being used for business.
Okay. So they really want to see that paperwork.
Of course.
Okay. Where can people find you, Joe?
Just Google me, 2 words, Joe Bert, B-E-R-T.
Great to see you.
Thanks, Andrea.
Happy
You too.
shopping, everyone.